Welcome back to the Gentleman's Gazette. In today's video we discuss the qualities you should look for when selecting pocket squares for the fall-winter season, and we provide hands-on examples and outfits on how to pair pocket squares with your favorite cold season items such as tweed and flannel. With the transition from summer to fall, it makes sense to also switch up your wardrobe so you're more in line with your environment, especially in terms of color. While many dread the anticipation of the colder months of the year, the clothes horses look forward to it because it allows them to add more layers into their outfits, therefore creating more unique looks. Since you're interested in this video, make sure to check out our tips for putting together better fall outfits and 11 fall must-haves here. Almost everyone will change from shoes to boots and upgrade their pants to heavier and denser fabrics. Most don't think about fall-winter accessories very much, and especially not pocket squares. Well, a pocket square is really just a small piece of fabric. It helps transition your entire wardrobe to the fall-winter season. It also provides the illusion that you have a lot more outfits than you actually have without having to buy new jackets, pants, and boots. All you need is a nice selection of pocket squares or smaller accessories that are fall-winter appropriate. Best of all, pocket squares are versatile, they cost a whole lot less than a full outfit, and you can keep them for years to come, thus saving you money in the long run. So first of all, what is a fall-winter pocket square and how is it different from a spring-summer pocket square or a regular pocket square? Typically it's a handkerchief made of a heavier, denser material, typically in wool or wool silk blends, maybe cashmere. The texture of these fabrics is typically a little more fuzzy than that of a smooth silk. Typically, they also have less sheen than traditional printed silk pocket squares, and the colors are more subdued. So while summer pocket squares typically have whites and light pastel tones of colors such as purple or light green or orange, the winter colors are darker, richer, and warmer. A versatile fall-winter pocket square typically contains 4 or more colors, allowing you to combine it with a broader range of items in your existing wardrobe. A pattern such as a paisley or a polka dot can further help you creating something that stands out from the rest of your outfit, but providing a unique character. And if you add a contrasting colored shoestring edge to the pocket square and elements of a solid border, you get a 3-in-1 pocket square, allowing you to get different looks all from the same piece of fabric. So what qualities should you look for when you're planning to invest in fall-winter pocket squares? Well, first of all, make sure you get the right materials. Most standard pocket squares are made of solid linen and more shinier formal silk. The fall-winter season allows you to experiment a little more and get something that's a bit more casual. That material choice is advantageous because it combines more easily with the richer color scheme and the textures of things like tweed or flannel. While pocket square don't really provide any practical warmth, just the soft look and fuzzy texture make people associate it more with the colder months of the year. For example, white linen pocket squares are perfect for a black tie event or for the office when combined with a white shirt, but they look too stark in contrast with a brown tweed jacket. To learn more about colors in menswear and to better understand what colors suit your complexion, please check out this video here. So instead of white, what type of shirt should you wear with a brown tweed jacket? Well, a pale yellow or off-white, or maybe a light blue are much better because those colors are part of brown. After all, brown consists of red, yellow, and blue. Likewise, adding a pocket square in a burgundy, a mustard yellow, or a blue will really work well with the entire ensemble. By the way, if you want to learn more about tweed, please check out this guide here. Unlike linen or silk, wool won't wrinkle as easily, and it will just look a bit more casual, which is very advantageous in this day and age where people want to be well dressed without looking too stiff. So if you're interested in a business casual wardrobe a wool pocket square with patterns such as houndstooth or small checks will definitely work for you. Now, a typical fall-winter pocket square in a wool fabric or a silk wool blend can also be worn in a business setting these days because overall standards have gotten more relaxed and casual. Normally, a typical silk pocket square with a regular sheen and brighter colors is predestined for a classic business suit ensemble. Of course, not all silk is alike. For example, a silk satin is very bright and shiny, whereas a grosgrain silk is a lot more matte. For the fall-winter season, madder silk is an excellent material for pocket squares because it has a very subdued color palette and it has a slightly reduced sheen. Now, while they're right at home with tweeds and flannels, you can also wear them with finer worsteds and your blazer. Madder silk pocket squares can even look great on a business suit. Why is that? Well, basically, they're right in the middle. They don't have a lot of sheen, but they have some sheen. They have subdued colors, but they still have enough contrast. Also, the color scheme typically is dark blues, reds, and purples, and they pick up the color scheme of most jackets in classic menswear. If you want to learn more about madder silk, the dye and discharge printing process, and how it's hand printed today and how it's used to be made, please check out this video here. In terms of color, if you focused on subdued yellows, browns, greens, purples, reds, and oranges, you will have a really good starting point. Why is that the case? Well, these type of colors mirror the outside in many parts of the world, thus making your outfit feel more at home during the fall-winter season. This is particularly true if you match the colors of your pocket square with the rest of your outfit, because then the environment, your outfit, and your pocket squares all have the same kind of color hues. For example, a brown herringbone jacket paired with a striped shirt, a green and red wool chalet tie, and a burgundy vest looks great with a pocket square in a silk wool blend that also contains the colors of brown, burgundy, blue, and green. The brown, yellow, red, and orange tones reflects the foliage outside and makes people subconsciously believe that you just visually fit in better. If you have a patterned jacket, tie, and boutonniere, you may be better off to go with a solid pattern on your pocket square, but you can still use the color to pick up those subdued tones. Apart from typical fall-winter materials and colors, choosing a pattern for your pocket square can also be a great way to create a superb looking fall-winter outfit. Classics like a paisley, no matter whether it's small or large, will look sublime in the right subdued color scheme. Paisley naturally lends itself very easily to incorporate 4 or 5 or even 6 different colors, thus making it very easy later on to combine your pocket square and picking up colors of other accessories or elements of your outfit. For example, here is a matte wool silk pocket square on a burgundy background with paisleys in beige, blue, pink, and green. You can wear it showing the paisley with a navy suit or blazer, providing a bit of contrast due to the lighter pattern. Or you can wear it with a dark brown jacket, or if you have a bolder pattern brown jacket, you can adjust it to show the shoestring edge and skip the paisley pattern altogether, so the overall look is not overwhelming, but cohesive and pleasing. If you have a brown Donegal tweed jacket and you want the pocket square to pop more, maybe a paisley pattern with an antique gold yellow background works better. Or maybe you get a paisley with a green background. In terms of contrast and color pop, it sits right in the middle between the very subdued burgundy and the much brighter yellow. Other great patterns for fall-winter squares include animals, such as rabbits, ducks, dogs, or deer, or any other kind of hunting motive. Of course, if the color palette is more subdued, you can also choose elephants or scarabs, just like in this series of wool silk pocket squares from Fort Belvedere. Because of the rich colors and the multitude of colors, they will work really well with most fall-winter outfits. If you're concerned about versatility, make sure to get at least 4 or more different colors in your pocket square and life will be a lot easier. Also keep in mind that more colors make for a more casual look. So now that you know what constitutes a great fall-winter pocket square, how do you put it into practice and actually pick a pocket square and create an outfit around it. First of all, you always want contrast between your pocket square and your jacket. During fall/winter, that contrast doesn't have to be super stark. It can be more subtle, but it has to be visually different and must not blend into your jacket. Second, pick a pocket square that picks up colors from other areas of your outfit. That could be your tie or your bow tie, your shirt, maybe even your boutonniere, could be your socks or your shoelaces. The goal is to create an harmonious look overall, and you can achieve that in 2 steps. One is by trying to implement several colors of your outfit and have them in your pocket square. And the second is by having a pattern in your pocket square that is contrasting, meaning smaller or larger than other patterns in your outfit. To learn more about the basics of how you can combine a pocket square with your shirt, tie, and jacket, please check out this video here. Now, I just said the more colors of your outfit you can incorporate into your pocket square, the more harmonious the look. Nevertheless, you can have a bold blue pocket square and no other shades of blue in your outfit, as long as you also have shades like red that are picked up in the outfit. For example, here there's a brown Domecq tweed coat with a burgundy waistcoat, a red and white striped shirt, and a cognac peach yellow two-tone knit tie. All these colors are incorporated into a pocket square, but not the blue, and that's okay. The Edelweiss boutonniere has a bit of blue, but it's more white, and it picks up the white stripe of the shirt. But you could also skip that boutonniere altogether. Because you have colors other than blue in your pocket square, it provides a contrast without feeling detached from the rest of the outfit. Now, this pocket square is super versatile, and you can basically pair it with any other tweed color in classic menswear. Now, if you're not quite ready to invest in fall/winter pocket squares, or if you just want to reuse what you already have, let's take a look at this outfit. It's the same Domecq tweed jacket with a light blue and dark blue striped shirt, paired with an olive green silk knit tie and a light blue silk pocket square from Fort Belvedere. The square is a bit more shiny, but it works because it picks up the color tones of the shirt. Because of that, it doesn't look too formal, and it's still a nice fall/winter outfit. Now, you can also coordinate the color of your pocket square with that of your vest. For example, here's a navy blue pocket square in a wool silk blend by Fort Belvedere, paired with a mid-brown herringbone suit, a white shirt, dark blue tweed vest, and a brown burette silk houndstooth tie, which has a great texture. The texture of this outfit are all very matte and very fall/winterish like. And while the pocket square harmonizes predominantly with the waistcoat, it also to some extent works with the tie because it has those same color tones. Of course, you can also coordinate the color of your pocket square with that of your shirt. Here's a gray diagonal twill jacket that's very tweedy with a very casual denim shirt and the same dark blue pocket square with rabbits and silk wool blend from Fort Belvedere. And here's another one. This time, same pocket square, but this time picking up the blue and beige from the tie and the green from the shirt. Now you want to mix it up. Here is a gray Domecq jacket with a fair isle sweater, a blue shirt with white stripes, and a white linen pocket square with blue cross stitches along the edges, and a dark blue and light blue two-tone silk knit tie. Now, the pocket square here has more white than blue, and the shirt has more blue than white. In a slightly different outfit, we still have the same gray Domecq tweed jacket with a white shirt with blue checks. The pocket square is solid blue with a whitish shoestring edge, and it all works together. Here's the other way around. The pocket square has more blue, and the shirt has more white. If you want a navy pocket square or something that is darker blue, make sure you have a jacket that is slightly lighter so you create enough contrast. For example, here we have a navy blue wool challis pocket square with blue polka dots paired with a houndstooth jacket, a checked shirt, and a navy and light blue two-tone knit tie. Next up, let's take a look at green pocket squares. And let me start by saying that green is one of the most underrated colors in menswear, which is why we created a video on how you can incorporate more green into your wardrobe and look the part. The first outfit here features a dark green silk pocket square from Fort Belvedere that has a small orange micro pattern as well as shades of light blue. It is paired with a bluish-green tweed vest, a houndstooth flannel suit in dark brown and off-white, as well as a white shirt and a brown and green striped shantung silk tie from Fort Belvedere. The pocket square picks up the color of the outfit, and it's subdued and elegant, incorporating everything in the pocket square. I also like the differences in texture from the knobby shantung silk and the smooth pocket square along with a coarser jacket. In our next outfit, green is the main color of the silk knit tie and the striped shirt. The pocket square has the same green as the tie, but it is contrasted by large magenta dots with an orange edge. In this next outfit, we have a green silk wool pocket square with a paisley pattern that has tones of orange, red, and blue. It just stands out subtly from the jacket because the wool challis bow tie in orange with green polka dots is already bold enough, so the pocket square should be subtle and not overpowering. After all, the pocket square doesn't stand alone, but it's just part of the look. For example, this next outfit is a gray flannel suit, and there's a white shirt, which is a relatively formal winter outfit with a fuzzy texture. To break up the formal color scheme, a green scarab pocket square with a burnt orange shoestring edge provides a fun fall winter-inspired contrast. Bear in mind, you can also fold this square in 3 different ways, so it looks like a complete new square every time. By the way, to learn more about how to fold a pocket square, please check out this video here. If you like blazers, here's a cool green fall-winter inspiration for you. Navy jacket, white shirt, green and red wool challis bow tie with diamond points, and a large print patterned green pocket square from Fort Belvedere. Once it's folded, you can't really see the pattern anymore, but you see all the different colors that pick up elements of the outfit and create that desired harmonious look. Note, the scale of the pocket square pattern is much bigger than the pattern on the bow tie, therefore creating that round ensemble. If the pattern on the pocket square would be the same as the bow tie, you wouldn't know where to look because it would be confusing. Next up, let's talk about orange and yellow pocket squares. And frankly, just like green, orange and yellow are quite underrated in menswear, maybe orange more so than yellow, but nevertheless, we made 2 videos about how you can wear those colors in classic menswear. Oranges can be darker or brighter, but especially for pocket squares, oftentimes the distinction between yellow and orange becomes very fluid. While spring summery oranges can typically be very bold, it's not something that works in a fall-winter season. You'd get something that's a little more subdued instead. No, there's not just one shade, but many shades. Here, for example, is a more yellowish orange paisley square with a tweed jacket, a diamond tie, white club color shirt, and an edelweiss. And let's say you have a bolder pattern jacket, such as this Prince of Wales check with a blue overblade. You can even forgo the pattern completely and just show the nice anti-gold orange yellowish color with the contrasting shoestring edge that picks up the color of the Glen check. Beautiful, isn't it? Now the next outfit is really interesting. It is actually a bronze orange madder silk pocket square combined with a green tweed jacket with an orange window pane, a madder silk tie in ruby red, and a blue shirt. The pocket square provides a nice contrast to the jacket, but incorporates the colors of red, green, and orange. Now, orange also doesn't have to be the main dominant color in the pocket square, but it can just be an accent color. For example, like this pocket square, which is mainly purple, but has outlines of orange and green and yellow. A pocket square like that can be easily combined and coordinated with the tie. Here, it's a silk knit tie and with 2 different outfits. Or you can combine it with a tie and a vest if both are orange. Here is a different shade of orange in a pocket square mixed with turquoise and coordinating with a tie or the bow tie. That being said, all these concepts of course also apply to all the other fall winter colors, and you can play and see what works for you. I'm trying to provide you with concepts that you can apply to your wardrobe and what you already have. That being said, take a look at this outfit, which is very different. This outfit has a yellow pocket square and a yellow knit tie paired with a light blue shirt and a Prince of Wales check cashmere sport coat with a mustard yellow overplaid. The navy pants and brown shoes allow for a harmonious ensemble because nothing is too loud, but It just works. And the reason is yellow and blue are part of brown, which explains why. Next up is the color red, and it's probably the most popular color for ties and pocket squares in general. Now for fall winter, typically your number one color of red is a dark red or burgundy. For example, here is a dark red pocket square that has animal motifs, little rabbits. It's a silk wool pocket square paired with a tweed jacket and a turtleneck sweater. The rabbits pick up the brown tones of the jacket and the sweater, and the red provides a nice subtle contrast that is noticeable but not too bold. This red would have been nice as well, or this one, which is a little darker. On the other hand, this one is a bit too bright for classic fall outfits, but you can still make it work with, let's say, a gray flannel suit and a white shirt, for example. Here is another silk wool burgundy pocket square. It's paired with a tweed jacket, a checked shirt, and a red rose boutonniere. And the very same pocket square is used here with a gray Donegal tweed jacket, a burgundy vest, a blue madder silk tie, and a red striped shirt. And no, we're not done yet. Here is the same jacket, which is part of a suit, paired with a pink mottled silk knit tie by Fort Belvedere, a blue vest, and a blue shirt. Looks pretty neat, doesn't it? Now also keep in mind that red or any other color doesn't have to be the dominant color. For example, in this outfit, we have this brick red scarab pocket square that also has green and orange, and depending on the way you fold, it can be dominant as well. For example, here it is paired with an oatmeal colored herringbone tweed jacket, a Fair Isle wool knit vest, brown corduroys, a pale orange shirt, a burgundy Glencheck bow tie, and olive green shoes. Just like green, orange, or yellow, purple is not a popular color in menswear because most men just don't know how to wear it. Of course, it can be a marvelous color for pocket square, and yes, you guessed it, we have a guide on how you can incorporate purple into your wardrobe here. Naturally, purple can be the main color of a pocket square, just like in this outfit here. It's a madder silk square with a large diamond pattern in dark green and subdued orange. It picks up the color of the green and purple shantung silk tie in the outfit, because purple and green are a bolder color mix. Even when subdued, the tweed jacket, blue tweed vest, and light blue button-down collar shirt don't steal the show. I'm also wearing a herringbone flat cap, as well as blue suede gloves here, and light brown corduroys. There are certainly bold elements in there, but overall, the purple works quite well. If it's maybe a little bit too much to start, purple can also be worn as an accent color in a pocket square. For example, here it's mixed with blue, orange, green, and yellow. And because it's not a strong purple, it combines well with the pale purple shirt. The oatmeal tweed jacket provides a nice background for the pocket square and harmonizes with a brown cardigan knit vest in a Glencheck pattern. The green in the pocket square also works with the green in the polka dot linen tie. Last but not least, you may want to consider brown for pocket squares during the fall-winter season. Now, while brown is a prominent color in menswear in general, it's often neglected when it comes to pocket squares. A subtle way to incorporate it is to use a pale brown, like here, with a linen pocket square with light blue X edges, which are hand-rolled. The jacket has a fine houndstooth pattern in a brown mustard yellow and navy tone. The vest is greenish or grayish blue, the shirt is off-white, and a solid light brown provides just a subtle contrast to the jacket without being distracting at all. That way, the boutonniere and the green bow tie can shine, but you still have a pocket square that is fall-winter appropriate. Just like with navy, a darker brown pocket square requires a lighter jacket, so there is enough contrast. Here we have an oatmeal herringbone tweed sport coat paired with a white shirt, dark brown and white two-tone silk knit tie, and a brown madder silk pocket square from Fort Belvedere that has elements of orange and green in it, which work well with the greenish undertone of the jacket and the brown tie. In today's video, I'm wearing a casual fall-winter inspired outfit consisting of a denim blue shirt paired with a navy wool challis pocket square with blue polka dots from Fort Belvedere, and they stand out from this houndstooth jacket that is very British and fall-like with some pleats in the back. The blue dots pick up the color of the shirt, and the dark navy provides enough contrast to the jacket. My chinos are sand colored and they pick up a color from the jacket, and the shoes are from Velasca. They're an Oxford semi-brogue in a mid-brown suede that is just a nice fall color. For my socks, I chose a pair of two-tone solids with dark brown and off-white that work with the chinos but provide enough contrast to the shoes and have a kind of textured look to them. My belt is elastic and it matches the color of the chinos, but it also has brown leather elements, as well as a gold buckle, which works well with my gold ring, and a tiger's eye, which has different shades of brown depending on the way the light shines on it.